Good morning. This is Wayne Bilal with another Smart Profit Maximizing moment. Today I'm going to change a little bit. I've been thinking off and on for a while now, but basically when I was writing the book, the one on the wall over there, and thinking about some things, I really got to thinking about what makes highly successful business owners or highly successful people in any field successful. What makes them exceptional? All right. Kind of wrote down some thoughts and I'm going to go over them. And it's not an article, just kind of free form in here. Um, Three things they have to have: talent, discipline, and perseverance. I mean, talent, you got to be good at it. I mean, to be honest about it, you got to have a talent for it. To be exceptional, you can be good at anything if you put your mind to it. I believe that highly. We can all become good. To be exceptional, to be in that top 1% or higher, you have to have some talent. I mean, look, I'd love to have played baseball. It was my dream as a kid until I saw my first curveball. I didn't have the talent for it. I was good. I wasn't great. I wasn't even exceptional. Do that the other way. I wasn't exceptional and I wasn't even great. It was average. Okay. I enjoyed it. Okay. But didn't matter how much discipline or perseverance I had, I was not going to become exceptional because I didn't have a talent in that. Did have a talent with numbers, surprisingly. All right. And I had a talent for solving problems. So that's kind of a long 40 plus year roundabout path. That's where I've ended up. Counting was a total accident. Someday I'll tell you that one. Discipline. I've seen a lot of exceptional people who just don't get anything done. I mean, they just don't have the discipline to get things done. It's really that simple. You can have talent, but it ain't enough. Talent is not enough. You have to have the discipline and you have to persevere because there's a lot of talented people out there. Okay. You have to persevere and keep going until you finally hit it. I was going through and I read somebody who took something like 100 tries to pass the CPA exam. And as she pointed out, nobody asked her how many times it took you to pass the CPA exam once she passed. It's just she's a CPA. I'm not sure I could have done that. That's perseverance above and beyond the call of duty, if you ask me. Um, but what do truly successful people do? With time, they add wisdom and compassion. They exhibit this by other traits we see in the truly exceptional. See, they're generous with their knowledge. They share, all right? They understand that the more they give, the more they get. It's biblical, but it's also real life, all right? So they share, they mentor, they teach. They're always looking for a way to contribute back, all right? They're not afraid to fail. That's the perseverance part. They embrace failure. They use it to learn and grow. And then they try again. They never give up, all right? They understand nobody is good at something the very first time they try, all right? Which leads to the next thing. They're fearless about trying new things. They're not afraid to try new things. They understand they may not be good at it the first time. It's immaterial. They'll try and try and try again, all right? Failure to them just means, like Thomas Edison, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I found 10,000 things that didn't work. And they keep trying and adapting and moving until they find what does work. And that's true in business too. You keep trying because the market will tell you what it wants. You just have to keep trying. They take responsibility. Exceptional people take responsibility. They're not whiners. And they don't whine about anything. If something didn't work, it's their fault, and they understand it because they believe they can control themselves only, and then that's what they can move on from. All right, they take responsibility. Amazing thing too, taking responsibility often helps diffuse a situation. When I was at Coca-Cola, we'd get into a kind of a nasty little area, and I'd go, "Hey, this was in my area. Or I should have caught it or something. I'll take responsibility. It's great. Don't care. Now that we got that out of the way, how do we fix this?" That's a good way to change the dynamic of any situation. All right, look, to some degree, I have a responsibility, maybe a large degree, who knows? How do we fix this? That's key. All right. They're lifetime learners. They read, they listen, they find coaches that help them succeed. I constantly am reading, constantly finding coaches. Wish I'd done the coach thing a lot earlier. Didn't really understand myself or the fact that I needed somebody to kick me in the butt now and then. And finally, I think it leaves, and I'm not going to say finally because there's one more thing after that. They believe in action. All right. Their action is not an accident. It's planned. All right. They plan and put aside time to make sure that they take action. All right. And I'll say finally, pretty much every exceptional person I've ever met or have read about or seen believed in a God. Sorry. They believed in a higher force and they practiced that. They let that be their moral compass. They, believe that they didn't have to be God themselves, which is actually a problem with a lot of exceptional people, with a lot of people with talent. They, they start to believe they're the reason. Not trying to be religious. I usually don't go into it, but I've seen that most people that are highly exceptional are also very religious. And I'm not going to go beyond that. If you want to talk about it, be love to. This is kind of some rambling that I've done here, but I've been thinking about what makes exceptional people exceptional a little bit more in the last couple 3 weeks. Thought I'd share my thoughts with you. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. And hey, why not be exceptional? And let me see if I can remember how to stop recording.